This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here's the return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kelly.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
In the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Rodgers. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense.
Breaks into the open. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. A strike downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, this defense is dialed. Already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Might be looking to run. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Creates a little room. They might go back to that one in the big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Uncorks it. On target to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back moving. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Hauls it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to find the end zone. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The snap sets up the throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make the play. Defense gets the big step.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Stewart. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Breaks the tackle. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. On target. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Anthony. And he's got enough for the 1st down, and it'll be at the 35. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down converted.
Turning it on. 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Plenty of of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Makes the grab down the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Stewart. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got him downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. It's Mich. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Reed. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out. Get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5.
Let's go!
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now, trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Fleming. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Extending the play. Slings it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He's never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the look.
And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they're...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a...
It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
First and 10.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Stewart. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Mich. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. He has the first and still on his feet. Sprinting away.
You're going to win a lot lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Set, ready.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted, number 19.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big...
It's a seam wide open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Pulls it in. It's Anthony. Quick step and go. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Bringing the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They cross out all of the M's on campus.